I'm here with Mark Forward, who is kicking off a run at Rumours tonight, running through the 19th. You're here with good timing because it's actually not snowing yet.
Yeah,
it's actually really probably the nicest fall I remember in a long time.
Yeah.
I discovered you were on Mr. D.
Yes.
And I love Mr. D.
Oh.
I don't cable, so I never watched it on the CBC, but I started watching it on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously being on TV and being on stage doing stand-up are completely different. Do you get a bigger rush from one of the two, or is it completely different?
It's completely different. It's great question.
Thank you.
First good question of the day. And I've been on 5 radio stations.
Wow.
The rush is great in stand-up. It's instant,
Mm-hmm.
instantaneous. The working on TV is a fun to play off other people, whereas stand-up's solo. So I'd say the rush is better with stand-up, but it's still fun. The writing is the hard part, because I also write for the show.
I'm always fascinated with comedy writers, because I like to think I'm off the cuff funny, but to sit down and actually write something, I don't know that I could ever do that.
Have you ever tried?
I did stand-up once.
Did you?
It was probably the worst experience of top 5 in my whole life.
Let me ask, was it terrible, or
both? I was also
you didn't
terrible.
enjoy it in any way?
It was a college assignment. We took a comedy class, and he said,
God.
this is the big part of your assignment, and we all went to a comedy club, and I just remember, it was like 8 years ago now, but I still can't even, I don't remember any of my jokes. I just remember counting down in my head, like, when the hell am I going to get off this stage?
Really?
So good for you for actually doing stand-up
Thanks.
professionally. I didn't have a chance.
Oh.
So, but anyways, when you're writing because I watched some stuff online, and a lot of it's very out there, like the chipmunk story.
Mm-hmm.
I was shout laughing in the studio. Like, it's always a good thing that nobody
good.
else is in there,
Thanks.
because I love the idea of tiny little chipmunks being like humans, or really any animal to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're writing, do you just come up with the most obscure stories, or do you ever try and tap more into your personal life?
No, I don't talk about my personal life
Okay.
at all. And then stories like that chipmunk story, I was actually just feeding a chipmunk, and it crawled up my leg, and it kind of just went from there.
Yeah.
And, that's over time that it becomes
The biggest.
a 10-minute bit ending with spousal abuse.
Yeah. Wow. What else would it end with? Chipmunks saving the world?
Yeah. No. I just like different stuff. I don't want to call it weird, because I don't think it's weird, because it's grounded in some sort of reality, but I just like, I just don't like mainstream stand-up.
That's good, because especially for people that go to places like Rumours a lot, they want variety.
Yeah, and when someone comes up to me and says that was, different and interesting, and I haven't seen something like that in a long time, then I'm happy.
Have you ever had someone come up to you and say, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not for everybody.
It comes with the territory,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm not for everybody.
Yeah.
But then again, no comic is.
Exactly. Last year you were on Craig Ferguson, and I watched some of that, which I'm since I've started doing these interviews, I'm loving stand-up more and more and more, because you're all so different. But are there any talk shows, any other late night talk shows you want to get on? Like, do you want to get on Jay Leno before he retires?
No, I have no interest
Never.
in doing Jay Leno. I just finished doing John Oliver's New York stand-up show in August. It aired on Comedy Central, so that was fun. And I'd love to get on Conan, so we're working on that. So
I'm big on Jimmy Fallon. I have this little girl crush on Jimmy Fallon.
He's doing some really interesting stuff with the whole faking videos and
he knows what he's doing with social
Kanye.
media, everything. Everything. Perfect. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure.
It was a real pleasure.
Awesome.